just don't know, man. I just don't know. This team is just, well,
no longer a small sample size.
It's getting bigger, and it's 12 and 22 now, and it just doesn't seem. I mean, how many 3-and-outs did they have this weekend? I mean, 3-and-out.
Yeah,
Logan Gilbert. I
had to wrap my head around the term 3-and-out for baseball, but that's what it is.
It is 3-and-out. Beat it. 3 up, 3 down. I mean, Logan Gilbert just mowed them down like he's Cy Young. Holy crap! Just no opportunities. 0 for 2. 0 for 2 Saturday with runners in scoring position. 0 for 2. Two opportunities with runners in scoring. Yesterday, 4 opportunities with runners in scoring position. 0 for 4. 0 for 6 Saturday and Sunday. Just holy crap! Just talk about boring and just bad baseball. You know, we weren't here. Obviously, we did the show Friday, and Ronel Blanco looked okay. Ronel Blanco was all right. They won that game. They won 5-3. They came up with a couple of big hits. They came up with the big 7th inning that they had to have. Altuve with the bunt that got Jake Myers home to give them the lead, and then Bregman with a walk. The only thing that Bregman did all weekend with a walk, and it hit a walk and an infield single. Man, oh man, is that dude? That is just pop. Captain Pop Out,
by the way, another pop out.
Yep, Captain Pop Out is just holy crap. It is so bad right now. So bad right now. Then Jordan looks okay, and then he doesn't do anything. Kyle Tucker's the only guy that you can really depend on right now. Kyle Tucker's about it. John Singleton had a hit, had a homer,
right?
And that was really nice.
Singleton's one of your best 4 hitters right now.
That is so unbelievable.
But he is
so unbelievable, and you can't count on Josh Hader. What I mean. You bring him in a tie game, and you just can't count on him. Another blown save yesterday because you had Abreu come in with the lead in the 7th inning, and he gives it up, well, they had a bloop hit. The balk is really, and the fact that Joe Espada, she starts to walk out of the dugout, and the umpire says, "No, you're not coming out here. You're not arguing this call." How about an explanation? I just want an explanation.
Right?
What did he do? I don't. That's the second balk that umpire called on the Astros.
You should be able to get an explanation.
You should be able to get. No, this guy's got thin skin, boy, and he called a balk last year on the Astros that cost him. But that balk was huge. Puts the runner in scoring position, a little bloop single up the middle, and you got a tie game. That's a huge call.
Yeah, it's a big call. And you had a combination of not coming. It was basically yesterday was an encapsulation of the entire season. You had where you couldn't continue to score runs. It was a systemic bullpen failure, piece by piece, smaller pieces, not one huge piece, but piece by piece. You had an inability to. Well, I talked about scoring runs, an inability to put additional runs, to bring additional runs home. But at the end of the day, you had a little bit of adversity, as you mentioned, the ball go against you. You find ways to make sure that you expand on it. And then you have a free agent signing who, and this is 2 years in a row now, who just, has not even been even remotely close to the money. Now, I get that it's early and all that stuff, and you got him for a lot longer. But my gosh, Josh Hader hit all of the plate. Just all of the plate with that pitch. All the plate. And Cal Raleigh just hit a rope. It was just a rope, and you're
on an
done.
0-2.
Yeah.
On an 0-2.
How do you miss? How do you miss with 2 strikes like that? That is, you cannot do that. That's got to be pitcher's pitch, and you made it a hitter's pitch on an 0-2 count. That's, you deserve to get beat for that. You gave him a pitch to drive in the middle of the plate? Golly, Josh Hader. That's terrible. So this nightmare of a season continues on, and this is the ultimate. Finally, the people who have wanted the Astros to fail are getting their wish, because this is as bad as it hasn't been. I guess it was for a little bit in 16. Okay, so 20 was bad. You had a losing season in 20. 20 is bad, but we had the pandemic going on. We had a lot more things on our mind. 16 got off to a bad start, but then you rallied in 16. Right now, it feels like the rally is going to be tough to find. And I know that who was it over the weekend? Was it it was a former GM, not Billy Bean, the former GM. I'm trying to remember who it was who said, you better get your licks in now with the Astros because when all the pitching comes back, they're going to come roaring back. I honestly, I know that's historically accurate. I just don't feel like this is a roaring back season, no matter who comes back, because even, we have to celebrate Hunter Brown having 4 walks and 5 strikeouts or whatever and giving up 5 hits and 4 and a third inning.
He's the first that's going to get kicked out of the rotation.
Yeah, I mean, he gives up. Okay, well, he gave up 2 earned runs. We have to celebrate little victories that you would never celebrate for anybody.
So the Astros had 26 innings at bats because they won on Friday night with 8. They only batted 8 times, so they had 26 innings that they batted this weekend, and 13 of them they were 3 up, 3 down. Half of them. Wow. I mean, that is terrible,
that's just
boring,
not Astros baseball.
Just awful baseball. That is awful. I mean, and just not. If I went to that game Saturday, I'd have just been like, "Are you? This is the worst. It's the worst game. The most boring. Just the worst. Just the worst. People, you paid all that money, and there was a good crowd there, and well, there should be because it's a Seattle series, a team that's leading the division, and that's been a rival of yours for the last couple of years, and just nothing. This team is this is the most un-Astro-like team that we've seen in forever, and I wonder if Jeremy tweeted this out this weekend. He said, "I wonder with the last couple of years." I'm paraphrasing. Last couple of years with the free agent signings, if Jim Crane isn't going to be afraid to put big money out there anymore. I mean, when you talk about Abreu and his contract, Montero and his contract,
you're talking about big signings. These are nothing.
Josh Hader, $95 million.
You're talking about one guy basically. Abreu is
$60 million.
He's not even $20 million. That's nothing compared to you're letting how about this? You're letting your best players leave. Or is he going to be afraid to keep letting his best players leave? Well, that's the question. Your own guys, not a 36-year-old first baseman that Jeff Bagwell talks you into, not a relief pitcher that you just overspent who was on your own roster. I mean, that's not free agent spending, Jeremy. This isn't what we're talking about.
He didn't say free agent spending. I think he said sign guys to big contracts. And giving Montero that money and giving Abreu that money.
He should be afraid of those 2 contracts.
Giving a reliever $20 million? Yeah, that's a big contract.
Okay, how about this? Those aren't big contracts. Is he going to be afraid to listen to Jeff Bagwell? That's honestly what it should be. Is he going to be afraid to listen to Bagwell and Reggie Jackson? These aren't. It's not the contracts. It's giving a 3-year deal to Montero that's that high. That's not a smart. No one in the industry does that.
No,
that's dumb. That's not Astro-like. No. That made no sense. The Abreu deal didn't make the Abreu deal you could see, except for the fact that the analytics guys would have looked at the tail-off numbers and probably would have come to a conclusion that we cannot do a 3-year deal on this. I mean, worst case scenario is they would have said this has to be a 2-year deal because the numbers tell us and historical trends tell us this is where he's fallen off. That's what they would have looked at probably. He listened. He didn't have a GM, got screwed on 2 of them. And then, yes, the Hader deal is one like a free – yeah, that's the first one that I can recall where he's making a deal other than keeping one of his own guys that he's reaching out and being aggressive. That's one of the first ones. And you're right. Maybe that does scare him, that Hader deal. I don't know, but – I'm more afraid of the fact that everyone just leaves and he gets nothing in return for him. I mean, now you've done it because Bregman has no value. I wouldn't think. I mean, somebody could go bargain hunting for Alex Bregman. I might buy low on Alex Bregman if I were trading. I might try to say, hey, we'll get him in with our hitting coach and we'll get this thing fixed with Alex Bregman. It's worth giving up a AA prospect for Alex Bregman. Maybe somebody will do that. Kyle Tucker, you're just going to let him walk. You're just going to let him walk, and we see Loper Fito's as good as he gets, I guess, right now. I don't know who all the other minor league prospects are.
Jacob Melton is their top prospect.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's going to be an outfielder.
And Chaz? How's Chaz going to be for the future?
I don't know how Chaz is going to be. He's injured, okay? That's the problem, okay? That's the problem with this whole team, injuries. and suck. Basically, just terribleness. That's what's wrong with this whole team. And it is just hard to watch. It is. This is going to turn into a summer where we haven't done this since maybe 16. I mean, there was a time when the Astros in 16 were probably, you know what, this is forgotten, because 15 was nice, but it was just a quick,
we're not counting 20.
A quick run.
Because 20 we were talking Korean baseball. 20 is
that was the pandemic.
Yeah. I don't want to. That one doesn't count. 20 doesn't count.
Yeah, but 20. Well, but even still, that was a 500 team. This isn't a 500 team. This isn't even.
They
close.
didn't even get.
This is not a.
No, right.
They were right around 500. They finished with one game under 500. This team is just awful. It's one of the worst teams in baseball. This is one of the worst teams in baseball.
It's football season.
It's not football season, Del.
It's football season.
No, it's not football season. I'm not sure if you heard. This is baseball season.
Rookie, isn't something going on with rookie minicamp or something?
It's football season.
Is there
maybe football season? I saw Byron Murphy doing something in Seattle. I think Houston.
Do you think we should
it is baseball season. I saw D'Amico Ryans hit a home run from second base, and J.J. Watt's little thing that he did.
Oh, J.J. Watt, who could be returning.
Yeah. Holy crap, it's football season.
It is football season. All right.
It's football season.
Sorry. Our apologies, Nick. Apparently, it's football season. And you got NBA draft coming up before you know it. Caitlin Clark played on Friday and had 21 points. Like, there's a lot of things. If the Astros, we'll go back to women's basketball. If the Astros don't start playing better, it's that foray back into women's basketball.
Wasn't that a preseason game?
It's got to be.
No, it was.
She was literally just drafted.
It was a preseason
When my son Mason
You're
told me,
making reference to Caitlin's points in a preseason game?
Well, my son, I didn't even know she did. Mason goes, you see where Caitlin had 21? I'm like, she just got drafted. What do you mean she had 21? She just finished
well, that's why
college basketball and just got drafted.
That's why they have that draft right there so that they can play right away.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that is fast.
Yeah.
Angel Reese had a double-double. She had what? She just was in a gym saying hi to the local media. How did she have a double-double somewhere?
They had a week of camp, and then they start playing. Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
But they don't have the same schedule as men's basketball.
No, we got time to pay them all that preseason money.
No, we're busy paying them their $30,000.
Yeah, we got to
hurry up and shovel that $30,000 into their pocket.